So I mean, like, so we're talking about the standard for what the big man is. Even all these years, 40 years later, we're still talking about Andre the Giant versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Don't do this to me. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me.
It's a hard tournament. Told you it's hard. It's going to take some time.
Don't you do this to me.
That's why we're only doing one bracket
Stone
today.
Cold is my favorite wrestler of all time. Do not do this to me.
Okay, because now you got to argue, is Stone Cold better? Is Stone Cold, I'm not going to say is he a better wrestler. Because I think Stone Cold in the ring was a better wrestler than Andre.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'll say. This is what I'll say. I think Andre, in terms of who he was very, very influential for tons of other wrestlers that we see now. It's almost like a Andre walked so the other ones could run type of ordeal, right?
Yep.
Very, very respected, very, very revered for his size, the amount of time that he did wrestle, which you can't push away that for a guy of that stature, that size. He is a champion, won multiple championships, I believe. The thing with Stone Cold is what I would say with Stone Cold is Stone Cold in a very, very down time of WWE kind of helped elevate WWE to what we know it is today. And I think even still with regards to that, that's a very, very tough thing to do. Because at one point, Steve had no gimmick. The gimmick that he had was horrible.
Yeah, wasn't he the ringmaster?
The ringmaster. And there was no other, I mean, and of course at that time, you know what I mean, there wasn't really too many captivating or any type of I guess any type of like gimmicks that could make you be like, I want to see what this person does every single week. He's the reason why I tune in. And I think once Stone Cold had that first promo, the Austin 316, and that set everything off. And then to be able to do what he did, you know what I mean, main event multiple WrestleManias, lead a company into usher a company into a brand new era.
Yeah.
I think that is for what WWE was kind of at that point, because like, let's be real, WWE was at a really, really bad point at that point in time. Even the same thing, even with The Rock. You know what I mean? The Rock came in when he was Rocky Maivia, and Rocky, that gimmick was horrible. And nobody really cared about that. But once Rock joined the Nation of Domination, it was ball game. You know what I mean? And that was the same thing, I think, even with Steve Austin, where it's like once he developed that gimmick, it was ball game. I think I'm gonna have to say Steve Austin, because it was leading him, ushering a new era in the WWE, especially for the Attitude Era and stuff like that. Like that was he was the apple of the eye. You know what I mean? Like that was him. You can't think about Attitude Era without saying Steve Austin. So that's I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say Steve Austin.